You are now inside the trenches with former national champion and Super Bowl champion, Marlon Favorite. Marlon will give you in-depth insight on some of the top stories in the world of sports with a little Southern flavor. Here's your host, Marlon Favorite.
What's happening, beautiful people? It's your host, Marlon Big Favorite, and I want to welcome y'all back to another edition of Inside the Trenches, baby. That's right. Y'all know this is where sports and entertainment lives. So my next guest is a super producer out of Louisiana, Baton Rouge to be exact. I'm talking about my next guest. When I was in college at LSU, this is what we listened to during the games, at the parties, the after parties, you name it, man. Y'all know it on here. We talk about it between those golden years at LSU, between '04 and '08. Worked with artists like Lil Boosie, Webby, Fox, Level, Baton Rouge greats like Kevin Gates, and still doing his work, man. He has his brand new single, which he's going to break down here in the New Orleans area right now for us on our show right here. So I'm going to get y'all that at the end. I ain't going to get y'all too bucked up right now. You heard me? Straight up. So my next guest is none other than Mouse on the track. What's good, bro?
What's going on, homie?
What's going on? Y'all make sure y'all follow Mouse on Twitter and across the social networking platforms at Mouse under that me. You heard me? Straight up, Mouse on the track. Look him up. You heard him on some of the dopest music that's pumped out of Louisiana in the past 20 years. This guy's all over it. So, man, Mouse, appreciate you for coming on the show. What's good, bro?
Man, I'm good, man. I appreciate the introduction, man. I'm good, man. I'm living, just working, you know what I'm saying? Just staying at it, bro. Doing what I love, man.
That's it. So I want to jump straight into the single. Knees like Meg, like we were saying before the deal. I love it. Once you hear Mouse on the track, you know it's about to be something we need to get crunk tonight. We need to have us a good time. Music people need in this time anyway. Hello, somebody. So is it any other artists? I know it's 3 verses, and you had the beat kind of vibed out, knees like Megan. But understand you're rapping on there as well, right?
Yeah, that's my single, man. Actually, it's me the whole time. It's just me on there. It's a hook, verse, then hook, and we out the door, man. It was just something I had fun with. Like some of the records when you make, dog, it's just a vibe you get. You know what I'm saying? You don't much try to force it. You just have fun with it. And I feel like with records like that, people can feel the energy, and that's what make it. That's just make it go vibe. That's what make it vibe. They feel the energy through the song, man. Just the fun. You can't imitate it.
You can't imitate it, and it has a certain rhythm. Like when your songs come on automatically, won't go in jig mode. I start to get that vibe, bro, and that's what it is. So I know when we drop this show, like all of my homeboys, Glenn Dorsey, Tyson Jackson, Jai Eugene, like all of those guys that played at LSU with me, they're definitely going to be excited about it. So I was talking to Mel about this, and shouts out to Mel from Trill Entertainment for getting us in contact. I was talking to him about that time frame, right? Like we won a lot of games around that time. I mean, we went to the national championship in that time frame. We also, we just had a good time. Everything was all peaches and cream, and of course, me being from down here, listening to Lil Wayne and the Cash Money, No Limit movement, Take 4, Big Boy. But, my senior year in high school, I slowly but surely started to hear some of you guys' work early on, Webby, Boosie. I'm taking you to, '04, '05, that time frame. And it's that sound, right? Every area has their sound. Like down here, we have the brown beat, the woke one morning. Like that sounds I know from a kid, right? Yep. Whereas on the other tip, when I got to Baton Rouge, it's this, wipe me down, wipe me down, and it's our sound. So when I traveled across the NFL, I continued to hear that sound on No Ceilings, the first project. He did the Wash My Shoes, That's You project that you worked on. And congratulations about that. I know it's killing Tidal right now. I have Tidal on my phone and pretty sure the other apps that's done exceptionally well. You heard me? So what ended up, going on, and I'm like, this just sounds. So we always hear about Georgia, Texas, California, the birth of hip hop, New York. And I'm like,
Yeah.
nah, bro, we holding it down in the booth too. I know we busting y'all tail in sports, you heard me, but our musicians, our producers, the sound, the originality is where it's at. So talk to our listeners about that, Mouse Stack, that whole time frame. And you were coming up, you were a young producer. What was that experience like working with Trill Entertainment, being their in-house producer at the time?
Man, honestly, man, that was some of the best fun I'd ever had in my life. You know what I'm saying? That gave me the opportunity to really do something that I really, really wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? So I was really like living out my dreams in that period of time. You know what I'm saying? And as far as, the sports and the way it impacted, well, the way the music impacted the sports, I feel like it just go hand in hand, man. I feel like once the music once you have like a vibe that's going on in the city, like in state, in home, I feel like it's like contagious throughout the city. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about high schools, colleges. I feel like at that moment when the city was turned like that, as far as the music, I feel like that just inspired, the sports as well. You know what I'm saying? So that was a big moment, dog. I enjoyed those years, man. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't trade it in for nothing.
And that's real rap. And if y'all just joined us on Inside the Trenches, I'm joined by super producer out of Louisiana, Mouse on the Track. Y'all make sure y'all follow him across the social network platform at Mouse underscore that me. Look, that's Twitter, the whole deal. He has his own, I'll get into that later on, where you can book his beats and get his music. While I'm talking about it, it's 225-333-2979. You can hit that number up if you need some production. We worked with Deli Boy on the tracks. So on this episode, I know we're doing it raw right now. I go back and I produce the show and I add in beats. So
Okay.
we got a treat for y'all at the end. We ain't gonna let them know what's happening right now, Miles, but we're gonna let them know. Our listeners, we're like on episode 220. So like our listeners know me for freestyling on the beat. So I'm gonna just say that.
Okay.
But yeah. But the connection though, right? So in terms of the connection to sports and music, to your point, bro, like I was telling you about the LSU stuff. My rookie year in the NFL, we won the Super Bowl with the Saints. That was my rookie year. I was bouncing all across the league. Dude, and the No Ceilings mixtape really helped me keep my sanity throughout that traveling. So I heard you on there. I heard, the Black Eyed Peas and, all of that stuff. Like that was the mixtape. Like after we won the Super Bowl for the Saints, we were bumping. That was the number one mixtape, the Wayne's No Ceiling. So I just like how even at that time Wayne was able to, take Louisiana Tanner, like, man, listen to our producers as well. So with that being said, I was doing my research before any other interview, as I always do, and I saw, of course, I know Webby, Boosie, Fox, Level, locally, but you've also worked with other artists in other areas. Talk to our listeners about some of the folks you had an opportunity to work with.
Man, I got a chance to work with Bun B, Pimp C, got a chance to work with Paul Wall, Young Jeezy. Man, it was a lot. Slim Thug, a lot of I got a chance to work with a lot of Texas artists at that point in time. That's our next door neighbor. So, and we have a lot of cultural we kind of vibe together, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Cultural similarities a little bit, but with a big difference, but so yeah, our next door neighbors in Texas, man, I got a chance to work with a lot of them. And it's crazy, man, to this day, I still, people still reach out. I don't know if you're familiar with Kamaya from Oakland. She recently reached out to me on Twitter. Well, actually, a Twitter fan linked us up. That was crazy. That's a whole nother story. But Kamaya, man, I get a lot of love, bro, from out of town, man. Yeah, man. And I'd be kind of caught off guard because I'm a real humble, quiet, modest person. But when I bump into those people, man, it'd be mad love, man, and they really be real familiar with me and my work, and I just be real appreciative of that.
Nah, bless King,
man.
man.
Juve, I got a chance to work with them, man. Now Juve, that's like my favorite rapper of all time, man. So that was a
top five.
That's number one for me.
400 degrees. So talk to us about that influence. What you saying that? You say Juve is your top artist. man, your sound totally different from ours, man. Talk about that, Cash Money having a chance to work with Juvie.
Yeah, man. Honestly, man, I feel like Juvie really influenced my whole artistry. You know what I'm saying? As far as me being an artist, that's who I really listen to. Like I studied all those tapes. And then when it comes to production, Juvie, Manny Fresh, they go hand in hand. I grew up off Manny too. So I mean, that's who really influenced me like the most, Juvie and Manny. Yeah, growing up, that's who I was idolizing at that time. That Juvie, for that reason alone, Juvie will always be my favorite artist of all time. He
Straight
inspired
up.
me. I am today, honestly.
That's exactly what Slab said on the last episode. He said Juvie is that dude, and it's his timeless flow. You give people
Yep.
their flowers where they hit, man. I just dropped a song like P. It's basically about I did the Master P basketball tournament 2018, 2019, and I saw this dude roll with his family, and he has young boys like me. Off air, me and Mouse was talking about our families. He has 3 daughters. I have 3 sons, so it's like, and they all their age range and dealing with different personalities. And I saw how P was handling it like a boss. And my father loves attending those events. He travels with me to Baton Rouge all the time. Like he's retired. He's like, man, I'm gonna come be a road manager with you. So when I go
Mm,
work LSU Sports Network and go to these type of events, Mouse, um, my pops comes with me. So he came to that deal and he paid attention. Everybody else was kind of like paying attention to seeing their favorite stars in the area, but he paid
mm,
attention to how the relationship between Master P, Romeo, Mercy, Hershey, and all those kids are. So I was like, it motivated me to record and do like P. Deli had produced it. So yeah, so to your point, man, Juvenile, he's in my top 5 for sure. And he's really, you look at timeless flow, right? Like Jay-Z, he's my number one guy, right? Wayne's up there. Exactly. And you look at those guys and what they did in hip hop and how they influenced music. Juvie, 400 Degrees hip hop classic. I put that album against any album. No disrespect to 50, no disrespect to one of my favorite artists, Jay-Z, who featured on that album on the Han remix. Like
yep,
these
yep.
dudes. So now I know, man, I can't wait to work with you. We're working on From Balling to Broadcasting, and man, I love for you to produce some stuff on it, bro, because I'm feeling it, man. Like that's me all day. Like 400 Degrees, being myself, even before he signed with Cash Money. Man, you look at those other projects, you got me going on a Juvie rant now, man. Soldier Rag,
Oh
just
yeah,
the consistency over the time. And even the recent stuff with him and Birdman, just another
yep,
gangster. Juvie
yep.
was, I'm like, there go Juvie. Him and NLE Chopper, that song Dreams. I'm like, boy, Juvie killing them hooks still. So, man, that's good to hear, Miles.
Yeah, that's tight, man. He also on that same album talk about Just Another Gangster. He's featured up with an artist from Baton Rouge, Jay Lewis. Yeah,
Jay Lewis. Okay. So
yeah.
while we're
So
talking
that
about
city,
Baton Rouge, I'm sorry, what'd you say?
I said that was big for the city too.
Huge. While we're talking about Baton Rouge artists, do you have? I asked Slab one on this question about New Orleans artists. Do you have a top 5? I mean, being a producer is tough. Both of you guys dealing on that side because everybody's in y'all top artists. But over the time, like, do you have like guys that you feel in the Baton Rouge area really, any order in that deal?
I mean, honestly, I don't have a particular order, bro, because I'm connected with all these dudes that's coming up, but I got my eye on them. It's a lot of them. I can't much rank them. But I'm talking about from the old generation to the new generation right now. I feel like we still just setting that trend. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We still like handed to the industry. On to a certain degree. You know what I'm saying? But if I had to name drop, of course I gotta go with Boosie and Webber for sure. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like they really opened up the nation's eyes to Baton Rouge.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you thinking about, you got the Gates, you got the Young Boys, you got Fredo Bang, you got the Sherwood Martys. Man, like I said, Jay Lewis, YBZ. Man, it's so many, man, and they all unique. They all unique. You know what I'm saying? It's like the new HD Playboy. Man, it's hard to just
Even
kind
the
of come.
consistency with Kevin Gates. I saw you and Kevin Gates worked on a couple of projects before as well. Like
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
he, to me, like when you talk about an area, right? Like for us, it's always we mention this: No Limit, Cash Money, Take Four, Big Boy, in all of those artists. One of my good friends, Insane, he was with Big Boy back in the day. Me and Insane was friends for years until I understood that wait, that's the same. I put the 17th Ward album next to. I'm like, man, that's I'm tripping, but it's just crazy over time. You meet so many people, but that's my boy, Insane. But when I got to Baton Rouge, it was right at that time because, to be honest with you, and these guys I opened up for them a couple times, Boosie and Webby, I get
Okay.
it mixed up. I forget when I was a senior in high school who is Webby, who is Boosie, right? So I heard the so many times I I drank that with a body head, that track y'all did. And it's just that time frame was like boom. Then I moved to Baton Rouge because it's my freshman year at LSU. All my teammates, oh, you got to go listen to you got to well, you got ghetto stories. I said, yeah, I just got the ghetto story stuff today. I'm gonna bump it today. I'm taking them to a place now. This 2004, some old folks saved me last year there. So we listened and I'm like, okay, they got this, they got this. So we going through that whole deal, and in that, bro, that's why I heard a lot of your songs like Wipe Me Down, and you go, I Bet You Won't, which we still hear those songs at Pelican games. Like it's timeless music, man. Like you gonna always hear y'all's music in that deal. So man, shouts out to the 225 brother, y'all all young boy, his talent, he's growing. He's doing extremely well. I think he has a lot of talent. The melodies, being able to, just evolve is just a great thing.
Oh yeah, man. I love to see it, man. Anytime these young artists come up and they really get to make it to like a national stage like that, I love to see it, man. That's a big dub for the city, man. It's a big W for the city.
Big W for the city, baby. Louisiana, baby, we the boot. We holding it down here. You heard me straight up, and we love our brother and sister states as well, man, for real. So I love the
So,
country united. If you're just tuning in to Inside the Trenches, you're listening to Mouse on the Track, the homie, my bro from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, holding it down. Where'd you go to high school, Mouse?
I went to Bel Air
Okay,
High.
you played
Yeah.
ball in high school.
Man, yes, indeed. All 4 years, man. I was starting in 10th grade. Starting,
Come on,
yeah, man.
what
Yeah.
position?
I played strong safety in 10th grade, but I moved to middle linebacker in 11th grade.
Man, that's big
Yeah.
time.
11 to 12. Yeah.
Now,
And I
did you
also played I ran the ball.
and you played a little bit of running back? What did you have a
Mhm.
chance to play in
Yeah.
college too?
No, man, I ain't make it to college, bro. I felt man, once I left high school, that's when I realized I was probably gonna be doing music.
That's gangster. So I'm 34.
Yeah.
You're how old are you if you don't mind me
I'm
asking?
36.
Yeah, so
I'm
I'm about to
36.
be 35. So yeah, so you class of '02.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh two.
that's right. So yeah, you jumped right into production and gracefully as well. Like I mean, think about it. You said Bum B and all that. Like these are albums that songs that were created in '05, '06, '07. So that's pretty cool. And that's a message to the folks listening to this podcast. We like to inspire as well. If it's something you want to do, jump right into it. My man, Mouse still doing it. So now, of course, you've done some artist work, done heavy production. Now you're more 50-50 balance. You're an artist, producer. Talk to us about, I know we talked about this at the beginning of the show, the new single, Knees Like Megan. But what could our listeners expect from Mouse coming forward in terms of projects, features, and all?
Man, with this project here, it's gonna be a lot of good vibes, man. It's gonna be that music that make you feel good, man. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be able to turn up as well, but you know, I like to send out them good vibes, man. You know what I'm saying? When I do my music, I just wanna just like turn people's negative energy off, throw it out the window. The negative energy that you got when you cut my music on, I want you to forget about all that. I call it healing music on the cool, you know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
that's what I be trying, man. Just have good fun, sending out some good positive energy and vibes to the people and just let them turn up.
Turn up, turn
You know?
down for what? And look,
I drop
for
a,
the
you know what I'm saying?
yep, straight up,
Yeah.
all day,
Yeah,
every
man.
day. Well, we transitioning in sports at the right time, Miles. I'm gonna switch gears to your beloved
Let's do
Tigers.
it.
my beloved Tigers, baby, LSU. Before we're going to get into a little trivia, but um, we were talking about the time frame when we were growing up, music and football, sports and entertainment been blending. We're just now starting to see it on television. But what okay, so this 2007 LSU team, right? So me, Brandon, Hunt work for the LSU Sports Network. We do the pre and post games, right? But I know you now. I know even more about you that you actually played football, so you understand the sport, and then being a producer, you know how consistency matters. You know, being able to put out a good product that matters. Those teams, right? This '07 team and this 19 team, those teams. What do you feel those teams possessed that really made us? So I know I can speak for the '07 team, right? Because again, we were able to have this team chemistry. All three phases of the game always clicked, and we had good lines. Like we had a strong O line, strong D line, so the running game was fine. But then this miracle team was called the greatest football team ever in 19. So you as a fan of the team and just observing, man, what's your thoughts on those teams, bro?
Hey, those two teams that I love to death. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, since the 19 team was, the most recent team, and everybody, that's the latest thing they can remember. That's probably what they put their focus on. But you can't take, man, that team, it was at the same time, I think it was something we never really seen before from no college football team, man. That team was real special. I got to tip my hat to them. But as far as what they both possess, man, they had this dog energy in them. You know what I'm saying? They had this dog mentality to where they always felt like they was the aggressors the whole time. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I could compare, between the two. They both was like, they had a dominant spirit, both teams. And they felt like they was going to win every game.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Ed Ogeron, Coach O, baby, holding it down for the Tigers now. That Mouse. Now, I remember listening to a couple of your tracks as well, man. I can tell you, man, I was coaching with the New Orleans Saints down there with Sean Payton, man. You know what's going on. And, man, I listened to that little Boosie, man. Boosie get the club going, baby. I tell you, Coach Ed Ogeron has done an exceptional job the last.
Hey, boy.
Yes, fine.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, the improv classes at LSU mattered. Hello, somebody.
Shout out, man. Shout out.
Shout out, man. But in all honesty, though, Mike, Mouse, you look at, what those teams, since he's taken over, were able to do. Even in the pandemic, we managed to go 5-5. We looked very bad. I want to say we were third in recruiting, only behind Ohio State and Alabama. Like, right, teams that were just in the final six in terms of playoffs. And you look at the talent, right? You lose guys like Joe Burrow and Justin Jefferson. Back when we were coming up, it wasn't they had a such thing called a transfer portal, but it didn't work like NFL free agency. So the future of LSU, again, we have a head coach that shows he can have winning seasons, had the greatest football season ever, bringing in the right pieces. Of course, this recruiting class coming in loaded with talented receivers. We have talented receivers there, guys like Kayshon Boutte, so on and so forth. My question to you, the future of LSU, do you see us possibly going back to a national championship, consistently being in the playoffs, or we still have time to tell with this team?
Okay, from my opinion, from the outside looking in, one thing I can say about Coach Joe is it looked like he's a players coach. So it looked like he can get his players to rally around him. And I noticed that from when the 19 team, right, when they beat Auburn, I just see how he greeted some Auburn linemen that he was recruiting. Mm-hmm. And he was, so I feel like when you got a coach like that you feel like who got your best interest from the outside looking into me, I feel like, yeah, they're going to be back. I feel like I feel like they lost a lot, man. They lost a lot in 19, bro. You know what I'm saying? They lost a lot, and they didn't have time to really put together a union. You know what I'm saying? They
Correct.
couldn't really same page. So yeah, for sure they're gonna be back, man. For sure. I feel like they could do it. We just got it. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, and we can address the elephant in the room, pun intended, the Alabama. They're able to, your point, able to continue to get those teams. Like one guy, like it was really a Quinn Williams. Like Quinn Williams started 1 year at Alabama because no one left. They stayed in the rotation. They believed in it, and I do feel like Ed is trying to build that culture there.
I feel that he's trying to do the same thing, brother. No, real talk. I feel like it's gonna take a little time. You know what I'm saying? And I really like the quarterback who was what's his name, man? I forgot his name.
Joe Burrow. Oh, just recently. Now we have the three now. Okay, so of course you have Max Johnson, Florida game.
Yeah.
You have TJ Finley.
I like
we had Al Ponchatoula. He's won some games for us, and you still have Miles Brennan. Plus, you have recruiters that guys that's coming in through recruiting, and that's already there. So, from what I'm seeing and what I can only imagine from how the season ended, this spring is going to be super important. Spring ball. And if I think Ed's going to do it the way I think he's going to do it, the competition is going to end in spring. So you're going to have a pre-season roster from the spring that I think that's the guys you'll start the season with because they get the full year because the pandemic is getting a bit easier to navigate now.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
It's gonna give them a chance to really build that union and be a function as a team, man. I really like TJ Finley, bro. The swag he had, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, he had that same swag that y'all had, that y'all carried in 07 and 2019. I feel like that's what those two teams possess that nobody can really. I feel like that's a Louisiana thing, you know what I'm saying? Even with the Saints, man, I feel like you just embrace that energy from the city. It's like a Louisiana swag and mentality that we have. So I feel like with Coach O leading the way, I really like TJ Finley. I feel like they can get it done sooner than later.
Louisiana coaches, good ones. We have them here. This is football is king here. We challenge any state. Like if all y'all listening, and we got listeners all over for this show. Football, we go challenge it. I got into some Florida cats before, some California, so I'm prepared for y'all. Come with y'all speed stuff, but we all of that here. We gumbo for real down here, baby. Yes, and the gumbo is good in Baton Rouge and in New Orleans. Hello, somebody. Talk to me. Talk to me, Mouse.
Yes.
But here's the thing, and we'll transition to some LSU questions and then, get the people what they want at the end. But what happened is being able to fix that culture, being able to keep the talent in-house and get the best talent from across the country. In conjunction to that, a guy like TJ Finley. Now, Ryan Clark, yours truly, and TJ Finley, we all play for the same coach, Coach Hank Tierney. He coached me at Shaw and West Jeff. He coached Ryan all his years at Shaw. And then out in Ponchatoula, he coached TJ. So he's a football coach. So it's something that good coaches are able to develop inside of you to keep you and have you tap into it. You play high school ball. As a sophomore, what helped you build that confidence to start was your coach motivating you, like, let's go. At the time, let's go, Jeremy. Let's get it, brother. What have you. But, it's just that with coaching, right? So, man, that's good. So hopefully we can keep that going. All right, so I want to know how well you know your Tigers. Now, the first trivia question, and this is trivia questions with Mouse on the track, just in case y'all didn't know. You know what I'm saying? LSU won 3 national championships. We talked about 07. We talked about 19. What was the other year?
Hold on. It was 2000.
And I take that, and I messed it up. I'm sorry, 19. I messed y'all up. It was 4 national championships we have now. I'm so used to saying 3. It's 4. We talked about 2 of them. I'm sorry, LSU. Y'all caught me on the brain freeze, baby. Yeah. So let's take that back. It was the one in 07. It was 19, and it's 2 other ones.
It was like 02, 03, right? When they beat Ohio State.
03. You got that one. That's the other one. And it was one before that.
The one before 03.
Yep. And I'll give you I ain't gonna be too tough on you. I know you say you played ball, but I give you 2 hint options throughout these questions. I'm gonna ask you 5 questions. I give you 2 hints. So you can use a hint right now if you want to.
This one, I think this one was before I was born, huh?
There you go. Keep giving yourself more hints.
Was it like 79?
Nope. I'm gonna
What it
give
was?
you a half a point because you did get 1 year right, but the other one is 1958. Billy Cannon was the starting running back on that team. 1958, 2003. Sorry, LSU. 19 is just, it's brand new. It's still cold to us. You know what I'm saying? 07, that's the one I played on. And Mouse, was in those locker rooms a lot, his beats, right? And then, of course, 2019, our most recent. So we have 4. I forget I'm so used to saying 3. So sorry, LSU. All right. My next question for you, right?
Okay.
I want you to guess this player. All right.
Okay.
He was named SEC Defensive Player twice in the year we won the national championship in 2007, right? He finished with Heisman votes, but the trophies that he took home, I'm gonna give you 2 of them. I'm gonna give you the Outland Outland Trophy, the lot, and he also got the Lombardi Award. All right, this guy is a national champion, played alongside me at LSU, right? And I'll give you the last piece to let you, have a solid question.
Okay.
He played defensive tackle. So that's the name of this podcast. It's Inside the Trenches. Yeah, we won it, right? Yeah, definitely. He took home. This guy's the most decorated defensive tackle in LSU history.
It's Big Faith.
Nope. That's not me. It's not me. You're very, very, very close. Not me. You're very close, though.
Oh, man. Glenn Dorsey.
Ding, 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 ding. He got it right. Glenn Dorsey, known to 225 is putt, baby, who rocked that Boosie fade better than anybody else I know. Glenn Dorsey, you nailed it. You good. You good.
Yeah.
You busting my trivia right now, bro. You killing it right now. Like, other people did this. They're not as cold as how you doing right now, bro. Because I messed up on the first question, so I gave you a half for that one. All right. Okay. This should be easier. I'm gonna get easier for you. I started off with the tough ones. I'm a nice guy. All right. In 2006, Boosie's major label debut album was Boosie Badass, right? The single off of that album was Zoom. You did that. You featured Young Jock. If my memory serves me correct, am I okay on that? Fact check it out. This is Mouse on here. He said that's him.
That's right.
Who was the starting quarterback for LSU at that time? Who was the starting quarterback for LSU that year? 2006.
Oh.
Boosie dropped his debut, his major label album. See, I was talking about ghetto stores and all underground stuff that my teammates hooked me up with back then. But yeah, Zoom was the single. The year is 2006.
So this was Jordan.
Jordan, no.
This was before Jordan Jefferson, or was that?
It wasn't Jordan Jefferson. At the time, he was quarterback at Destrehan High School. Justin Jefferson was. Not Justin, Jordan, the older brother. So it's not Jordan Jefferson.
Jordan, yeah.
Yep. He is a brother, though. He is African American.
Okay. Dang.
You got 2 hints in a box.
I know I'm gonna know it when
you got 3 questions, 2 hints. It's up to you.
Hold on 1 second. Let me let it register for 1 second. Damn. Oh man. I feel like I'm supposed to know this, dog.
I'm telling you, you're gonna be mad at yourself when you can use a hint now. Remember, you got 3 more questions. You want a hint?
Give me a hint.
Okay.
Yeah, give me a hint.
Out of LSU.
Yeah, give me.
Out of LSU, he was drafted the first quarterback off the board, first round, first pick to the Oakland Raiders. In that
Jamarcus
year,
Russell.
who? Who?
Jamarcus Russell.
Ding, 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 ding.
Jamarcus
You are
Russell.
correct. You have 2.5 points. Mouse
Man.
on the track. He was sweating, y'all. I had him sweating. He was sweating, but he guessed it. He used a hint. You have one more hint, my friend. You have one hint. Okay?
I'm ready now.
All right. This guy got there in about 2006. He is still currently on the staff at LSU, right?
Okay.
This person is currently LSU's defensive back coach. What is his name?
In 06.
He's been there from 06 to present. He is the defensive back coach. Another, and he's also just had a raise. He's also recruiting coordinator, defensive back coach, responsible for Tyrann Mathieu, Patrick Peterson.
Oh man!
He's currently at LSU right now. He's coaching there right now.
And
He's played in the NFL.
I don't know, bro.
You want to use a hint or you want to save it and just take the answer and take your L? You get your wins and your loss, baby.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. The name, you ready? You want me to reveal? You got one more hint.
Yeah.
You want the hint or you want to save your hint for your last question?
Go ahead now. Who is? How many questions?
You got this is the second to last.
Give me the hint. Yeah,
we got one more. Yeah. You got one more question after this. Okay, the hint is his initials is C Aura. The alphabet C and Aura. Only hint I can give. I know it's tough. It's tough. It's all right. You lose the game.
Who
you
is
lose
it,
the
man?
next question. Corey Raymond is his name. Coach Corey Raymond, defensive back coach for LSU. Oh. Yep. He's been there for a long time. So look, I could have went harder, coach, but that's one. That's all right. You're 2.5 points. You need 3 to win. It's 5 questions. 3 is the most. All right. The last question. Okay. In the Wipe Me Down video, it featured a star LSU running back.
Joseph Adai.
Ding, 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 ding. Mouse on the track wins the Big Fave trivia game on Inside the Trenches. My brother, because you won that, I got to do a freestyle on one of your beats. Yes, y'all, that's right. Mouse on the track's going to drop a beat. So before we, while Mouse is prepping that, we're going to wrap the show. I'm going to bust the floor and we out of this thing, baby. So, man, Mouse, bro, while you putting all of that stuff together, I want to thank you again for coming on the show. Appreciate your time, brother. Keep up the good work, man. Consistency matters, and you represent that. Talk to our listeners though, man. What could they expect off this next album? Any features you can let us know about? How could they find more music? Man, let us know, brother.
All right, man. Look, this Mouse on the track, man. Look, if you want to catch me on Instagram, it's mousc.thatme. Twitter is mousc_thatme. And man, from this album, I'm dropping it sometime in March. I'm dropping my first single, Knees Like Megan. I'm dropping that Friday. But this album I'm dropping in March. Yes, sir. It's called Fresh Out the Pack. Fresh Out the Pack. And that's what this album is, man. It's fresh out the pack. It's good vibes. It's me just, not forcing nothing, having fun with it. And I want y'all to receive that the same energy that I had when I was making the music. I want y'all to receive that. Yeah, it's gonna be real, real nice. Believe that, man.
Straight up, man. It's that bop. Look, straight up. All day.
Yeah.
You heard me? So I'm about to go and get on. So Mouse, the way we usually do this is words with Fave. So you gotta throw a word out there and I gotta catch it. So I'm ready. Yeah.
A word I could man, since my name of my project, Fresh Out the Pack, the word gonna be pressure.
Pressure. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so I'm about to hold this beat up right now for you. Ready? What kind of beat you want, Fave?
I want a Mouse on the track, yeah. Cause I'm about to bring it back. Oh, yeah, we about to bring that pressure. Yeah.
Okay.
Mouse on the, yeah, it's cool. And then look, just as you think, it could be random words. It could be potato. It could be football. It could be, you know, all
Oh,
that you
so why
work
you
with.
want,
Yeah, yeah.
want me
While
to,
I'm freestyling, you just throwing them out there.
okay,
I know the
okay.
first word though.
What's that? Okay, okay,
Pressure.
let's do
Yeah,
it.
I'm ready for it.
You can hear that?
Perfect. Yeah.
All right, we gonna go first.
Check it. I'm really bringing pressure. Yeah, I'm gonna show you how I'm stepping. Real. Got the mouse on the track. Yeah. Big
Lit,
favor, bring it back. Oh. What's
lit,
the next word? Yeah. I'm so
lit.
absurd with it. Get it. Gotta get the rhythm. The beat a little off, man, but I'm not tripping. Oh, come on. Got a mouse on the track. Yeah. Man, I'm about to bring it back. Get it. Man, we dropping on the obstacles coming through, man. And stuff like pasto. Come on. Really got the rhythm, huh? Big dog. Big as a gorilla. Yeah. West Bank, man. I grew up by that villa. Oh, mouse on the track, man. I gotta get it. Oh, come on. Really how I'm living. Oh, what's the word, mouse? Man, I really feel it. Oh, to be real, I can barely hit a beat. Yeah, but I hope, man, on sweet. Oh, wipe me down like Boosie. Yeah,
Gumbo.
wipe me down like Boosie. Yeah, my auntie name is Koosie. Yeah, they say she cooked the best beans. Yeah, big fave on the scene.
Yeah,
Really, I got Mouse on the track. Yeah. He told me he gonna
yeah,
run it back with it. Yeah, man, I'm really about to get it. Yeah. Big dog, man, I'm really feeling that rhythm. Yeah. I told him earlier, big dog a gorilla. Yeah. West Bank, man, I grew up by that villa. Oh, you either ball or you basic or you racist. Big fave, man, I made it in the trenches like, yeah, got a mouse on the track. Yeah. Big dog, he ran it back. Oh, on the
yeah,
Boosie beat. Big fave in this thing, man. I'm cool with it. Yeah, I'm smooth with it. Gotta wipe me down.
yeah.
All the time. Yeah, we getting down. Even though I'm off a little bit, the beat is snapping. Big fave in this thing, man. I'm really rapping. Oh, yeah, man. Hey, Bob, it's cool, bro. Don't worry about it. You're a super producer. You might have to take the beat and merge it later. I'll send you the audio.
Oh yeah, we
Going in and out because of the to the deal, but no, that was fun. That beat snap, man. That was dope. That was fun. Cool.
appreciate extra respect coming from my upcoming project, man.
Come on, that's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope, bro. Man,
Yeah, I'm-
man keep them things going, man. Them beats snapping, bro. You're doing good
Appreciate-
still, brother. Well,
appreciate you.
yeah, bro, for real, that was fun, man. That was cool, man. So, man,
Yeah,
thank you.
thank
We got to do this again, bro. You know what I'm saying? We're about to
Hey,
make this a thing. Yeah, that was cool.
studio, hey, I got the studio open for the public, man. 11572 Cedar Park Avenue, man. I got my
All
own
right.
studio. Yeah,
Yeah.
so you ever come down, man, I got you.
Bet, man. And look, if y'all artists in the Baton Rouge area, you're looking for some quality sound, some good music, Mouse on the Track is the guy. Look, he just ran it to y'all, but I'm going to run it to y'all again. The number is 225-333-2979. Look, top-notch production is about experience, is about veteran leadership, and that's who this guy is for sure, man. So appreciate your Mouse. I just had my first little freestyle off of Mouse beat. I'm Buck, you heard me? Yeah, you heard me?
That's right. Well,
Well,
yes, sir.
that does it for another edition of Inside the Trenches. We want to take this time to thank God for waking us up this morning, baby. Secondly, we want to thank our listeners for tuning in, reposting, retweeting, sharing the show with a friend. It is greatly appreciated. We want to thank our special guest, Mouse on the Track. Y'all make sure y'all follow him at Mouse_that_me. Big time beats. You know, you can actually purchase the beats online. Just click on his profile. Go ahead and purchase your beats, man. Let's support Black businesses, production, top-notch Louisiana production. We're a small state with a big impact, baby, and this man has displayed that over the years. So we want to thank him for coming on the show. We also want to thank our producers on the show, Tony Flair on the tracks, Deli Boy on the tracks, Mouse on the tracks, baby, on this particular episode for the production of the show is greatly appreciated. Guys, man, this show doesn't go without sponsors. So I want to thank the NOLA Gold Rugby team, ConquerSports.com, everybody who's supporting us, the Brian Chiropractor Wellness Center, my main man, Eric, man, over that Gulf South Pinnacle Group, Robert Wolf, man, just everybody who supported the show, whoever supported the show, we appreciate you. If you want to become a patron for the show, y'all hit me up at Big Fave 504. You know what I'm saying? We're going to keep this thing rolling, man. Look, but you know how we end these show. If you forgot what I said today, remember this. God is love, baby. Peace. Make sure y'all stick around for Mouse Single too, baby. We're about to drop that thing right now. Yeah,
Yes,
we'll be right back. Peace.
Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Inside the Trenches with Marlon Favorite. Tweet your questions now to @BigFave504. Let's connect on Facebook, Marlon Favorite Senior, and Instagram, BigFave_D-line_guru. Check him out during the week on ESPN New Orleans 100.3 FM or Sports Hangover with Gus Kattengale on SoundCloud and also on the LSU Sports Network app. Remember, God is love.